All right, we're gonna go over how to make our data table for Gay-Lussac's Law Lab. It's recording. All right, in cell 1A, I would like you to type data table A, colon, descriptive title. I will post about this in Teams, what you will need in your descriptive title. We had a good discussion in my class about it. I'll get to that in a second, okay? So just put that in, it's just a filler for now. Okay, so this is all you've typed in 1A. That's it. Next, because I forgot about this part in my other class, highlight these 3 cells, 1A, 1B, 1C. You're going to click on the following. Merge and center. And wrap text. Starting in Excel. So, I typed data table A here. I highlighted these 3. Merge and center. Wrap text. And then we're going to pull this down. This is so everything will fit when you go to type in the title later. It'll all fit. Okay. There's a double arrow that you'll see between these to change the height, and then you just pull that down. Okay? The double-headed arrow to change columns and heights. Okay? Next, we're going to type in cell 2A, situation. That just made me have a flashback. Okay, the situation. And then we're going to put the 3 situations we had. Ambient. I think it was, you guys did cold, room, hot. Let me make sure that matches up. Cold, room, hot. Okay. Make sure that matches up. Oh, come on. Okay. And then we're going to put pressure, in parentheses, ATM. To get like things to auto fit, you get that double-headed arrow and you click twice and it automatically will make it the width, or you can just adjust it like this so that you can see the whole word pressure ATM, okay? You could just double click, have your little double-headed arrow right here, double click, and it automatically adjusts it. And then we're gonna put temperature, and in parentheses, we'll do degrees Celsius. The symbol for degrees Celsius, I'll show you where to find that. You might have to look a little bit. I've used it, so it comes up automatically. To get you guys know for degrees, the symbol. So you go to insert, and then on the far right, it says symbols. Symbol, and then you just got to find the degree cell. Mine's already here because I use it, and then you just insert it, close, and then a C for Celsius, and then we're gonna auto adjust, and then you will put all of your numbers in here, and then you can make it look, if you want to be extra you can. I'm just gonna bold and like center everything for my data. Save. And then you should enter in all your numbers. Let me show you what this is, what it'll look like. Something like this when you're done. And then you will watch the other video that's in your OneNote that walks through how to make the table or the graph, okay? The last thing I'm going to do is post about this in Teams here because we had a good discussion in my other class. Okay. Data table A. Okay. So what should we include for the descriptive title? Okay. So I know you guys are working. Let's real quick go through that, okay? What were the 2 things you measured in this lab? Okay, temperature. So your title should have something about that. Okay. Titles are, oh my God, temperature. Pressure. Okay. Titles are very important in your table and in the graph. If I am somebody reading it, I should be able to read that title and know what your data means. Okay. So you measured the pressure and temperature of, this is the gases unit, right? Generally speaking, what is the gas inside of the flask? Very general. More general. What are you breathing right now? More air. More general. Okay. Air is a mixture of all those gases. Okay. Air in, what was the air inside of? What was that? What's that thing called? The glassware? Here, let me hold it up. What's this called?
Beaker.
Glass. This is a glass. Okay. So you guys were measuring the temperature and the pressure of air in a flask, and then the equipment that you use, it's called veneer. That's the name of the equipment. So so obviously you should put it all together into a nice title. So for example, temperature and pressure of air in a flask measured using veneer equipment. That tells me a lot about your data. It tells me what you measured, what was the gas, what was it inside of, and it tells me what equipment you used, okay? So I will post that for you, okay? So make sure when you write your title, both for the table and for the graph, okay? For your graph, it'll be pressure like versus temperature, and then the rest of the descriptive title, okay? So when you get to this point, figure A, descriptive title, kind of the same thing, but you want to do like pressure versus temperature. And also make sure that you correctly identify each axis title, like which one measured pressure, which one measured temperature. Just by looking at, oh man, okay. Just by looking at the numbers, okay, X and Y axis, do we know what those are? Which way does X go? This way. Which way does Y go? Yes. Okay, guys with me? X and Y? Okay. Do you guys see how my X axis, it's really small numbers? Do you guys think that's the pressure or temperature if they're really small?
Pressure.
Okay, so that means this one should be labeled pressure, right? Okay, and then what should the other one be labeled? And units, of course. So you'll have to do then this one. Let me get rid of that. This one, bigger numbers, temperature. And then you will do the degrees. Oh yes, go. And then you will do the degrees Celsius thing. So, because when you read a graph, you want to know what, there should be a label on the X and Y, right? Okay. I don't know how much you guys do that in math. Okay. There's a video in your lab right here. This one is the main video. She goes over how to make the graph. This one is if your data kind of looks wonky, it's like how to fix it. I'd say most, like 90% of you probably won't have to do what's in the second video. You should be fine with just the first video. Most of your graphs after you make the after you watch the first video, it should look like this. And then hopefully your Y and okay, this one's awful. This should be close to negative 273.15. You know what? It's okay. So, and then you'll calculate percent error. I did make a video. So there's a video for how to make the graph. You have time in class to work on this tomorrow. I do have a video from me going over the analysis questions that I made. I found it in my YouTube channel. Oh, I posted it in 7th period, and I will post that for you too.